we have power rankings in February. Y'all, it's been great since the last time we did this because it's been a lot of things that's happened in the league. We've had some teams lose, obviously. We've had some teams win, obviously. We've had losing streaks. We've had winning streaks. We've had trades. We've had injuries. We've had the whole 9 yards. However, fellas, let's get into it. Does anybody have any guesses, chat, panel, as to who is last? I think this is probably the easiest.
Garbage. Trash.
Was it the Kings?
Kings.
Yeah, this one wasn't really hard to predict. We have the Kings at 30, y'all.
Garbage.
Shout out to Killian Hayes, man.
Next.
Garbage.
Is crazy.
Now, Mars, this is a situation with them where, like, even though Detroit lost as many games and you thought it was Washington, I don't think this is a question with Sacramento. They're the worst team in the league.
They're the worst team in the league.
They are the worst team in the league.
All right, well, shout out to Sacramento. At least you guys are good at being bad.
Awful.
Next.
You're the best in the league at being the worst.
We have the Washington Wizards at 29.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to try to spend about a minute on every team. We're going to try to run through these pretty quick, but we have the Wizards at 29. Does anybody have anything to say about the Wizards?
Nope.
We can speed run these teams.
All right. At 28, we have the Indiana Pacers.
I'm 3 for 3 right now.
I had the Pels, but okay.
3 for 3 right now.
27. Did I hear Pelicans? At 27?
No. Damn, you fried me. I thought I was 4 for 4. Damn.
Are the Pelicans, in fact, better than the Nets?
I mean, I had the Pelicans below the Nets. I think the Pelicans are worse, but I don't know. Shout out to DeJounte, by the way. I didn't watch him in his comeback game, but him coming back, shout out to him.
13 months, by the way.
Shout out, man.
All right. Next up, at 26, we have the Pelicans. There they go. That is the bottom 5 teams in the NBA. We have the Kings at 30, Wizards at 29, Pacers at 28, Nets at 27, Pelicans at 26.
Yeah. The bottom 5.
Garbage. Garbage, baby.
At 25, we have the Chicago Bulls have now worked their way from being a mid. Well, I think they started in our first power ranking. They were top 10. Then they worked themselves to mid. Now they have fallen all the way to the 6th.
The Utah Glaze?
I was about to say, have they been stinkier than Utah? I don't think they've been stinkier than Utah.
What?
No, they have not, boys.
How are Utah sneaking up the list?
The Bulls are on a 10-game losing streak.
How are you? This is
Utah added JJJ in that stretch, brother.
And he's out for the rest of the season.
And then he got shut down for
Yes, he's out for the rest of the season. What are we doing?
Bulls, the Bulls have been the worst team in February. Well, other than the Kings.
I got the Jazz at 27, to be fair.
I had the Jazz at 20. What is that?
Jazz got to be next on the list, surely.
Yeah, I had the Jazz at 26. I don't. All right, shout out to the Jazz, man.
Oh, hey, Ron, did you say that the Bulls lost 10 straight games?
Yeah, it might be more than that, but I know for sure 10. Also, too, like they've literally been the second worst team in the NBA in February.
They're not worse than the Jazz, man. I mean,
they have.
I don't know, because you gotta now look at the new Bulls team too. Yeah. Like they have a bunch of young players. They still have a bunch of guards. They lost Vooch.
The Jazz, the Bulls really haven't won this month. That's crazy. Shout out to them.
Yo, like what? But all right, moving along. We don't have too much time to spend on Chicago. Hope you guys get the number 1 pick.
Next is the Jazz.
Next, we have, let's see. Is it the Utah Jazz are 24th in our power ranking?
Yeah.
Cool. I guess, yeah. Well, that is the right bottom 7 or however many that is.
All right. Any guesses as to who's next?
Nope.
Milwaukee, Dallas. Milwaukee or Dallas or Memphis, maybe?
Dallas.
23, we have the Dallas Mavericks.
Dallas.
I had the 25.
I had the Mavs,
yeah.
Dallas.
Okay.
All right. At 22, the Memphis Grizzlies are coming in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, we cooking. Yeah, we cooking.
That makes sense.
We cooking with gas, Damien. We cooking with gas right now.
I'm spot on at the moment.
All right. Who's 21 we got? Let's see here. Bucks. Yep.
Yeah.
Sense,
We
just beat the Cavs, though. Hey, man.
I think that bottom 10 is logical.
They beat the hospice Cavs.
Activate the tank, chill.
So we just got every team that's not in the play-in. That's what we done.
There
Every
you
team
go.
that's not
Shout
in the
out.
play-in. Bottom
Shout
10.
out.
There we go.
Garbage.
Good work.
Bottom 10, we have the Kings, Wizards, Pacers, Nets, Pelicans, Bulls, Jazz, Mavericks, Grizzlies, Bucks. From 30 to 21, that is the bottom 10 teams in the league.
The 10 stinkiest.
Now
In the words of
out of
Mars.
the ghetto.
Stinky.
It does make sense. Yeah, it does make sense. I'm not mad at
Stinky
it.
Mars. Ooh.
All right, we will now move to the suburbs. We're not in the hills, but we are in the suburbs.
No, we're not, Ron. We just on the outer skirts of the city. We not
We
in
in
the
the outer
burbs yet.
skirts?
No,
All
we still we can still see the city right there.
Yeah, you know where we are, Chill?
Yeah.
We're in Jersey. We're almost in New York. We're in Jersey.
The houses might look nice, but they raggedy as hell, Ron. No, don't let them fool you.
We're in
On the
Trenton,
outside, they
Jersey.
look nice. No, they raggedy. It's a whole lot of bullshit going on in these houses. Plumbing bad, kitchen look like it's about to fall apart. But on the outside, you see 2-car garages. You're like, yo, it's nice. No, it's not. No, it's not. No. Shit is
All right,
raggedy, Ron.
at 20, right outside of the city, this is what we got. The Portland Trailblazers.
Yeah, I had the Blazers at 20.
I did have the Blazers at 20
Yeah,
also.
Okay.
I don't think that's surprising to anybody.
Nope.
At 19, the Atlanta
Yeah,
Hawks.
Atlanta.
Yeah, I had them at
Nice.
21, but shout out to the
I
Hawks.
actually
I had them
did
at 20.
not.
I had Atlanta. I had Portland at 20, Atlanta at 21. Yeah.
Look at us,
Mhm.
Mars, on
I actually
twin
did not.
timing today.
No,
Twin
I
timing
had them
today.
up a little bit higher. Not too much.
You probably had them at 12, Chill.
I did not have them that high. No.
Probably had them at like
That's fine.
17.
Yeah, that's where we was at, Mars. Yeah. That's where we was at with Atlanta.
All right, at 18, we have the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, I had the Warriors at 19. Yeah.
Yeah, I had them at 18.
I think I had them around there. 17 maybe.
I had them at 18. I had the Warriors at 19.
They had a great win, by the way. So shout out to them, man. They moved up. They moved up.
Mhm.
Well, I had them at 16.
Yeah.
At 17, the Charlotte Hornets.
I had them at 18.
I like
Let's
that.
go ahead and
I
pause.
had them at 14.
Pan, what's going on here,
Still-
Pan? What's going on here?
Well, I mean, in fairness, I
had them at
16,
14.
but still.
So yeah, I had them at 14. So.
Who was the highest on the Hornets?
I don't know,
Probably
that's what you need to tell us.
I-
Huh?
Probably
I'm
Mars.
asking you guys. Where do you? I mean, I can't tell you guys.
I had them at 14. That's
I had
what
them at
had
18.
14.
Let me
I had 'em
see.
high.
So
I
with the,
think
with the
top
Charlotte
10 or
Hornets, so obviously the panel had them at 17.
Mhm.
Let me see. Penn, you had them at 16. Damian had them at
10.
Hornets 10.
Mm-hmm.
10.
They're one of the best teams in the
You know
in
what?
February,
Dan-
right? It's the
Dan
power
is
rankings
right.
for February, are they not?
If I had taken more than 5 minutes to do this, I would have put the Hornets a lot higher. Unfortunately, as I
Yeah,
told
I
you,
just have a
was
note.
sleep
I have a
deprived.
note page saved because Ron asks for this every month. I have a note page saved of every team, and I just move a few teams around and then send it to Ron. I'm gonna be on Ron. No disrespect. I'm not spending more than 10 seconds ranking 30 teams in the NBA. I'm
Hey,
I would
Mark,
just make any teams that are playing particularly well. I'll move them up a few.
We have
spots, but
data
I'm not-
integrity issues, Swiper.
Man,
I
hell,
don't know.
30
I
teams,
don't
you
know if
lost your
this is
mind.
British work
Like,
ethic
I'll
or
be like,
British,
okay,
like,
so
sense of
these
humor.
are who I think are like the top 5, like
That's
the
what I'm talking
contenders.
about.
I'll like put
Mars
them in
sucks.
somewhat of an order.
That's what I'm trying
The
to tell you.
worst teams, I'll put you in an order. Once we get into that middle third, it's like, shut up, I don't care. Like, put you in an order. There you go. Like, I'm not
Mars,
doing
I'm actually with you on this, except for it's more so the last third with me, where it's like, all right, it'd be hard for me.
Now,
to
the
just
worst
like
team needs to know they're the worst. That's where I'm at. The worst team, you guys need to know you're the worst. But once you're in like that mid tier where you're not going to win shit, but you're also not going to get a number 1 pick, get in an order wherever you want, man. I don't
For
know.
me, it's fairly easy though, because it's like, all right, I know the teams that I think are better than other teams, so obviously I'm gonna move you
Exactly.
higher.
Yeah,
However,
yeah.
I'm gonna reward you based on what you're doing. So if you are hot, I will move you up. However, you still have to be good enough, and your record still has to hold some type of weight for me to just move you above like teams that are better than you and stuff like that. So, like for instance, what team is hot right now? That just went.
How about
back-
San Antonio? San
Spurs.
Antonio, like,
Spurs,
they won 10 straight, something like
9 in
that.
a row, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's gonna give them a little more gas than the teams that are in their tier, and it might even put them ahead of them.
To Damian's point, Charlotte, I think in the month of February, they won 6 of their 9 games because we got the All-Star break. So, we had that. They've only played 9 games. They won 6 of them.
Mm-hmm.
They were one of the best teams in the league through most of
They've
January.
been
so-
one of the better teams for a minute.
Mhm.
But so yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
thought
deserve
four-
they
I thought
deserve better than
14 was-
17 for sure. I think I've made
I
a
think,
grave
yeah.
mistake by putting them at 16. If I could think about this properly, I'd put them closer to like 12, 11.
10 through 14, I could hear.
Yeah.
Personally.
All right. Well, The Charlotte Hornets are coming in at 17. Chat, let us know if you think that that's too high or too low, or if we just aren't paying attention to the Hornets. However, at 16, we have the Miami Heat.
Yep, I had them at 17. Shout out to them.
I had the Heat at 13.
I had them at 15. Mm-hmm.
At 15, we have the Orlando Magic.
I had them at 14. Okay.
I had Orlando at, is that 18?
Oh,
I had them at 13.
Yeah, I had him at 14 as well. Yep.
He's hating on the Magic since Anthony Black did what he said he was going to do. Next
I
up.
had them at 13.
I had them at 18.
I had them at 19.
Kind of stinky, Mars.
Yeah, but like I said, same philosophy I just told you guys about. Shit.
As you were saying, Ron. I'm sorry. As you were saying, Ron.
At 14, we have the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, I had the Suns at 16.
16, yep. I had them at 16.
Is Phoenix starting to level off? They had that hot start.
No, they just
Well, I
had
mean,
injuries.
their injuries are genuinely killing them.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually unfortunate. I would
They
have
threw a
liked
monkey
to see
wrench in everything that they're doing. Devin Booker and
injuries,
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Now,
So it's not even necessarily play. It's more so just.
Well, I mean, Jalen Green coming back and being a basketball terrorist has not helped.
By the way, Chill, I got an insider said that Max Strus should be back in the next couple of weeks.
just so you know, the next couple of weeks, the season will be over.
No. It's like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Not, you know,
He'll get about 2.5 weeks of ramp up time.
we have 2 months left in the regular season. Stop it.
No, the season ends early April, right?
The last regular.
So if he comes back, and right now we're at the end of February,
Like,
you're
last
looking
regular
2.5
season
weeks, you have
game is-
about
We got
2.5 weeks.
25
last
games left.
regular season game is
I just
April
told you you have
12th.
2.5 weeks, and then you had
We
to.
got 25 games left.
April
What are you
12th
talking
is the
about?
last regular season game.
25
You have
games is a lot of
you have
games.
2.5 weeks. What's he talking about?
All right. The Phoenix Suns are 14th. At 13, we have the Los Angeles Clippers. Is this too high?
What?
Okay,
I had them at
so
11.
something very interesting just happened.
Wait, no, time out.
And I would like to tell
How
you.
are the Clippers there? Aren't they like 21-5?
God.
I had them at 11. I had them at 11.
Yeah, they should be. They should be up there. You're telling me they're the second best team in LA right now? Who did
I had
it?
them at 10.
Well, yeah,
To
me
be fair,
too.
I had the Lakers at 10 and the Clippers at 11. But it's like just post
Like,
trade.
your finish be higher or lower? What are you saying?
The Clippers should be the best team in LA. They are the best team in LA. What are we doing?
Last time I had the Lakers at 17, so I just had
Didn't
to.
the Lakers just beat them?
A bit more credit.
The Lakers just beat them.
Wait. Whoa.
Yeah, facts. Valid.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
10 and 11, valid, yeah.
Swiper, don't do this, Swiper.
Why
Don't
after
do
5.5 minutes in the game with an injury?
That's
But that's
that's
part of
another
the
problem.
Clippers.
Benedict
That's part of
Mathurin
the Clippers.
got a
That's
6
another
foul,
problem.
couldn't close.
That's
It was
part of the Clippers.
DJJ
That's part of
and
being the
Brook
Clippers.
Lopez closing the game.
That's part of the Clippers.
That's
Their
part of their
bigs are
issues,
Brook
yeah.
Lopez and Yannick Kuhn and Niederhauser.
What?
Which I
That's
like.
their
by the way.
bigs.
I like it.
I like Nita.
I like
me.
it.
Did you say
Yeah,
Hey, what? Hey, chill.
like
Did you
him
say
too, Ron.
Ngagwe, Yannick Ngagwe? The DN?
That's their bigs.
Whoa.
That's their bigs.
Respect Yannick.
No, I
I
respect my dog.
do. That's why I had the Clippers at 11. I still think 13 is a bit low, but I
Trying
just
to
had the
make
Lakers
fun of
above them.
Yannick's name. What did Yannick do to you?
I actually had the
man?
Clippers at 16.
That's what I
Me
know.
too.
See,
Yeah,
I
but
think
Ron,
that's
I'm not. All right, move on. Let's move on.
Why? But they're a good team, but it's like
No, they're
I can't-
better. They're one of the best teams in the league over the last 2 months. I don't understand what we're
But we
doing.
gotta acknowledge that you guys are still taxing them for October and November.
You guys,
Well,
meaning
no. What about losing James Harden? Can that
I
be?
thought
they
better
big
at Damian.
deal.
I
They
thought
big
Damian.
deal.
I thought better at Damian. I
Like,
thought
Yeah,
they've
I
been
had them too
good
low.
since
I had them too
trading
low.
James Harden and Zoo. Like, it's not like they've fallen off.
All right,
They
now
just been
Chill.
out
I
of the-
expect Chill.
the new Clippers
Chill
suck,
is
but
still
they haven't.
taxing
They've been
Kawhi
good.
from 2018 when he played 9 games.
Doing that.
He's
But
still
when I
taxing
remember
him
when I
from
did this list, they were like
2018.
4 and 6 or something though.
I don't know. I had them. I
I
had them at
think
11.
it's
So
fair to
like, it's not
drop
like I had
them.
them way.
What is
up,
their
but I
record?
just
What is
feel
their
like-
record run in February?
6 and they've in February they've won 1, 2, 3, 4. They've been garbage. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Can they
four,
get a
five.
they
They're
just got
they're
a
below
game?
500 in
Okay,
February.
That's
So
what I'm
below
saying. That's why I had
500.
them there in February.
In-
Yes,
in-
that's
in-
right.
in-
Okay.
No.
good. I feel better
No,
about that.
no. All right,
Look.
next up, y'all.
As you were saying, Rod.
They're 5 and 5. They're 500. They're 5 and 5.
All right. Well, next up
Five and
on
six,
this
I mean.
list, we have the Clippers at 13. At 12, we we got the 76ers.
All right, that's fair. I had them
Okay.
13.
So
Yeah.
I had
ChatGPT
Philly- I
was
had Philly at
actually
18.
right. Oh my god.
I had Philly at 18.
Yeah, shout out to 76ers, man. They're better than the Clippers, apparently. All right,
Mars, you
next up.
something else. Mars, you and these goddamn Sixers. What's going on with you?
What?
It is. Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
Hold on, Mark. Where's
You
your
complaining? I had them at 18.
Garbage.
At
That's
18?
garbage, Mars.
Joel wasn't playing.
I had them at 14.
I had him at 17.
I was watching them
I
play
had him at
without Joel
13
Embiid,
too.
and they can't beat no one.
I ain't gonna tell y'all where I had him. Okay, go Sixers, go.
Mm.
But yeah, it's still Philly and 6 because Embiid.
I know
Embiid
who's at
back
12.
now, so
12
it's
should be
still Philly and
consensus.
6.
12 should be consensus. Well,
I'm
Or
on
11.
there.
11 should be
I
consensus.
mean 11.
11.
Well, yeah, I know they're not going to be consensus.
Who's 11, Swiper?
Raptors.
Raptors.
Nope.
All right,
I had
Raptors
the
going
Raptors,
once.
Raptors at 12, to be fair. So.
I had them high.
Raptors going twice.
Me too. I had him
At number
12.
11, it is actually the Lakers.
I had them
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, I forgot the
That's
Lakers
fair.
still on the list. Yeah,
can I
never
just
mind.
say something real quick?
That's
The other day, I looked at ChatGPT and I asked them, like, what are the best Raptors podcasts? And I was very happy to see that they listed Pensar Basketball. But there's like
Let me
three
ask
others.
ChatGPT.
There's three others, and they're like, this is a fan podcast. This is a fan podcast. And then for Pensar Basketball, they're like, this is not a fan podcast. It didn't say fan podcast. And I was like, what? Am I not a fan? Have I spent so much time trashing this team, my own team, that ChatGPT has concluded that I'm not a fan? And
Dang,
you
you're not
just
a fanboy?
confirmed for me that I'm not a fan because I had the Raptors at 13 and
Oh.
y'all got them at top 10. My God.
By the way, Penn, I just looked at ChatGPT.
Wow.
So I got one podcast on there at a very high that came up, and then there was 2 names they suggested for Denver Nuggets covers. Swipe on Adam Mattis. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Man. I learn things every day. I learn new things every day. Shout out to Penn, man.
Shout out
Wrong.
to
One is a
both of you guys.
fanboy podcast and the
Shout out
other's
to
not a
both of you
fanboy
guys, man.
podcast.
What'd you say?
I actually have a question for you before we get out of here. So I have a good
Do it
question.
before we leave. Yeah, after the list.
It's not a troll question.
I don't
So-
think you're. I don't ever
genuine.
think you're trolling. I think you're. You're doing a great job today. But Raptors are better than Lakers.
Hey. He's giving you Student of the Day award. You know when you get the little pin and you get to take it home and say, "Mommy, I
Ron,
got Student
no,
of the
Ron.
Day."
You know why you don't know anything about that? Because you didn't get any stars.
I for sure didn't get no stars.
Did you
Hey,
get any
you know-
stars, Ron?
Chill.
Hey,
I
you know
won.
what?
His whole
Did you get
slot was
even
blank.
one?
Hey,
His
you
his
get
whole
one
slot
star
was
wrong.
blank.
You know what?
Ron?
I
Okay, so the
I made
stars are a
it
universal
point
thing. Okay.
to let my teacher know that I didn't give a damn about them stars and I didn't want no stars.
Fuck.
Shit, Ron, you didn't get them on your helmet or your jersey either. You get them on your helmet and your jersey in basketball. You had no stars.
You had
Bad
stars in
behavior
your helmet?
everywhere.
Hey, and it
Ron
wasn't
to
your
act
football
right, even
helmet.
in
It was the
class.
other helmet
Just
that
for
you had to wear
5
around the
minutes,
neighborhood.
Ron act right.
And look at him now, man. Those teachers eating
To
their
my
words.
point, Damien. Absolutely.
Like, you still had that helmet? Anyways,
Yep,
let's
sure
get
do. Got the little helicopter on top of it.
all right. So the mid teams from 20 through 11 are at 20. We got the Blazers, 19 the Atlanta Hawks, 18 we had the Golden State Warriors, 17 the Charlotte Hornets, 16 the Miami Heat, 15 the Orlando Magic, 14 the Phoenix Suns, 13 Los Angeles Clippers, 12 the Philadelphia 76ers, and at 11 we have the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's get into the top 10, fellas. This is what it looks like at 10, coming in hot or maybe even cold. We got the North, the
That's
Toronto
respect.
Raptors.
That's the highest they've been all year.
I had him at 9.
That's respect.
Mhm.
Hey, that's
Damn,
Scotty.
Chill.
That's Scotty respect. You
9?
respect Scotty Barnes.
I had him at
9?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all making my day. I'm so
Man, shout out
happy.
Scotty
man.
Barnes, man.
Nah,
Shout out Brandon
man.
Ingram, man. Hey, Emmanuel quickly. Y'all could have won the
Hold
game
on.
yesterday if
I'm
Emmanuel
gonna
didn't sell that first
pinch
free throw.
myself and make sure I wake up. Am I hearing
Mhm.
Raptors respect on the
Absolutely.
panel?
If
What?
Emmanuel quickly,
This
I got it in my
platform
head.
has
If he
been
makes
so
that free throw,
consistently disrespectful to this team for the last 2 years, to the point where Mars literally closes his hoodie and dives into himself any mention of the Toronto Raptors. He just goes away. He falls asleep.
Well, you really do shrink into oblivion when we start talking about
I
them.
think that's more of a me thing than a Raptors thing, personally. But you know,
we started today's show
respect
talking
to the
about
panel,
something. We was
man.
talking
Y'all
about
know ball.
defense,
That's amazing.
and then I have to hear about how the
They're a
Raptors
good
guarded
team. They're a
Wemby.
good team,
man.
man.
Yeah, thank you, Damian. Pin, it's
They
not.
did a
Are you
good
listening
job.
to that at all, Mars? Are you entertaining that at all?
I was just bring up the Raptors for no reason. Like, yeah, sure. I don't want to listen to that.
I don't know what
we haven't
Yaka
been
was
hating
thinking.
on the Raptors. We've merely just been telling the truth. You guys weren't good last year. You weren't good the year before that. You weren't really good the year before that. Now that you guys are good, we're giving you the credit that you guys deserve.
I didn't just put them there just off the strength of putting them there for you, Penn. They got a good team. Now, I ain't serious. about winning the NBA championship, but they got a good team.
Why not?
They did. Okay, so last night was evidence
Please
of
not have
that.
that
But
conversation.
whoa.
We're not going to do that, show, because let's be clear about one thing. And I know we're not doing the fast breakdown on the thing. No. Be clear about one thing. This San Antonio team has beat every single team over the last 9 games, including multiple contenders, by the way, by over 9 points.
And this is the problem that I have with you.
It's
No.
true. Defense matters.
Which is fair. And I'm not going to argue
that they're contenders. I will
when
not
last
argue that
night-
they are
when I-
contenders, Cho.
Okay,
I'm not arguing that they're contenders.
that's
I'm
where I'm
saying
at.
you are not going to use losing a 1-possession game as a disrespect to this team, because let me tell you something, and I'm going to tell you this, and I think it's going to change your mind, Cho. Don't sink into yourself. Don't worry. Hang with me for a second.
I'm listening.
Chill. Hang with me. Hoodie boys, hang with me.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm staying with you, Swipe. I'm staying with you,
okay.
Penn. I'm staying with
Jesus
you, Penn.
Christ.
As you would say, Penn.
Dame is trying to figure out, like, how do I get this collared shirt over my head?
No.
Okay.
Penn, do it, Penn. Penn,
You
do
got
it.
all
a
my
hoodie.
supporters
You
out.
have a hoodie.
Okay.
You have a hoodie on. Do it, Penn. Do it. Do it.
Why would I do it to myself? I'm not going to disrespect myself like that. You could disrespect yourself all you want. Look, what am I saying? I'm saying this San Antonio team has been mollywhopping the entire league. Okay, they are an unstoppable machine over the last few games. They just whooped the Detroit Pistons, that are the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference. Y'all, I think we all agree Detroit Pistons should be the favorites to come out of the East. They beat them.
Yeah.
They made Cade look really bad.
Yes.
Okay, so when they come into Toronto, and Toronto was on a back-to-back after losing to OKC the night before, and the Raptors are up 12 points, 13 points in the third quarter, and they end up losing this game by 1 possession. Chill. Here's a fun fact. Over this 9-game win streak with the Spurs, they have beat every single team by at least 9 points. They've beat some of those teams by almost 30 points. The Raptors lost by 3. That is a major win. Everybody in Toronto was crashing out yesterday. I was the one person. I'm like, you know what? When they go low, you go high. I was very proud of this team,
I think that's
man.
valid. I do. I think that's valid. But really quickly, Ron, before we move on, when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, you have your guys that do specific jobs. You have a bucket getter on your team in Brandon Ingram, one of the best bucket getters in the game, right? So we have a stretch of one of the best Brandon Ingram is one of the best bucket getters in the game. Let's not do that.
No. Hang on, Chill.
It's not on the last possession.
Remember when I said earlier that Anthony Edwards most efficient clutch shooter in the league?
Yes, sir.
You remember when I told you who was the worst?
You said it was Brandon Ingram. Yes.
Nope, it was Paolo Banchero. Paolo Banchero is the least efficient clutch shooter. Brandon Ingram right behind him. Okay, that 3. He has missed almost every single game winner he's taken.
Okay,
he is turnover prone as hell. Right. I love Brandon Ingram. He hasn't been great. This is not the best Brandon Ingram. I don't know.
And last night was evidence of that, which actually compounds my point about you guys not being serious. Because last night, when we go 7.5 minutes in the quarter where we don't score a bucket, and not only do we go 7.5 minutes where we don't score a bucket, I have a rook in Dylan Harper boxing up my leading scorer. A rook and boxing up my leading scorer where he can't get the basketball where he wants it. Not only where he wants it, he's getting pushed 26 to 28 feet away from the basket. And when he does get the basketball, he's getting beat to spots, and we can't get any buckets. He scored 1 bucket on a rook. And then when we get to the end of the game where we got a 1-possession game, right? 1-possession game we have, and Dylan Harper misses not one, he misses both of the free throws. And we're taught in the 8th grade to block out. You won that one, and
who
you got
missed the block out assignment, Joe?
The guy at the top. That's the guy who's
RJ Barrett.
The guy who's supposed to block out the shooter. But then they get the ball back, and De'Aaron Fox helps you out, and they miss again. So now we have an opportunity because we're still in the game, and then your lead guard gets to the free throw line, and he misses free throws. This team ain't serious. They're not serious. I'm not saying that they're not good, but they're not serious.
Okay.
This team is not serious. No, they're not.
We could circle back around to whether we think that the Raptors are serious or not. But Penn, I just got a question for you. What actually are we right now?
You're in hoods.
No. What would be the terminology of what we would be called?
Not those hoods, Penn.
Swiper look like a Muslim lady.
You back in the hoods?
No, I mean,
shout out to you, man. I love the hoods. You know me. I love the hoodies. I wear this hoodie.
Yo, this is messed up.
You know, it's great. It's awesome, man.
All right, well, let's go ahead and dive back into it. The next person that we have on the list, or the next team that we have on the list, we got the Raptors at 10. At number 9, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves. Too high or too low, fellas?
I had them at 9.
I had
I
many.
had them at 11. That's fine.
I had the Wolves at 8.
Where did I have? I had many.
Yeah,
at 8.
9 and 8
Yep.
could flip for me.
I had him at 8. Mm-hmm.
This is like the tier, like for me, 9 and up was like.
By the way, we're in Staten Island now. This is where we are. Chill. This is Staten Island.
No, actually, we're in Soho.
Soho. This is
Yeah.
Soho.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Soho. All right. Next at number 8, the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Damn, I had the Cavs at 5.
I had the Cavs at 7.
I had him at
I had
6.
6. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the Cavs at 5.
Yep, I had him at 6.
At 7, the Houston Rockets.
I had them at 9.
I had them at 8. I had them at 8.
They're worse than the Wolves. I had them at
10.
9.
I
Respect.
had them at 8 as well.
Damn, this is what I'm talking about when I say we in Soho. Like, there's some houses that are nice, but a little overpriced. Like I mean, I think this might cost a little bit more than what it's really worth. So that's where we at right now.
Okay. I'm with that.
At 6, we have the New York Knicks.
I had them at 6.
I had them at 6 too.
seven.
All right. I had them at 5. All right.
I had him at 7. Yeah. Yep.
At number 5, we are in the top 5 officially. Raptors at 10, Wolves at
This
9.
Manhattan chill.
No, this is actually we've actually moved up to we're in Long Island now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're in Long Island now. Nice, lot nicer neighborhoods, more structure, less violence. Yeah,
Not a lot of hoodlums.
No, not a lot of that nonsense going on. We're in Long Island right now.
All right, let's see who's living in Long Island.
West Jersey, like Morristown, like that's where we are. Parsippany, yeah, that's where we at.
The first team that is there is the Denver Nuggets at 5.
That's fair. Yeah, I had them
I
at
had them at
4.
7. I had them
Yep.
at 7.
I had Denver at 5. Yep.
I had Denver at 10.
You did not have them at 10, Ron.
6, my bad.
Okay, I was about to say you ain't had them at no damn 10.
I had them at 4. There you go.
I had them at 5. Yep.
All right, at 4, the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
Okay.
I had Boston
I had them
at
at
4.
4. Yep. I had them at
I
4.
had
yeah.
them
I had them at 3.
Based on last night, would this change a little bit? So, in a transparency chat, we did this a couple days ago. This is before last night's game. Would this change a little bit?
I
Would
mean,
you flip-flop
but
Boston?
Boston's best player sucks versus that team. So I mean, that's probably a.
And shit, I ain't gonna lie. They win without Jaylen Brown. They lose with him. Noticing.
It was on the back end of a 4-game West Coast road.
They lost earlier this year too, and Jaylen Brown got outplayed in that game too.
Would it change? Maybe. Sure.
No Murray, no Gordon, no Watson last time, no Jokic, no Gordon, no Brown. Oh man, that's
All right, well, Boston is at 4. At number 3, who do you guys think this is? Before we
OKC.
Detroit, knowing you, Detroit.
Probably the Pistons.
Or the Spurs.
I think it's OKC.
could this go any way though?
Oh yeah, OKC haven't moved from 1 every time I've done this. Yeah, I don't even look at them anymore.
Yeah, it's the Pistons. If
Yeah,
it's the Spurs,
I don't even look
then-
at yeah.
if it's
It
the
should be
Spurs,
OKC.
then we have not watched the Spurs.
I just move everything from 2 downwards and I move them around. Number 1 is kind of set in stone.
All right. Well, at number 3,
Put that
Shaq,
brick up there.
this is what we have. We have the Spurs. Do we have the Thunder or do we have the Pistons? It looks like we do in fact have the Detroit Pistons.
Should be. That just should be.
It's crazy. All 3 of these teams were tanking like at least in the last 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You don't have to
Now
tank
look at us
forever, guys.
trying to abolish tanking. Look at us.
The Kings have a chance.
Oklahoma City, like 3 years ago, the tank was activated. Like it was humming.
Yes.
It was 100% humming. Yes,
That
it
shit
was.
I don't know if it's
Detroit,
Shane anymore.
Detroit were tanking 2 years ago at least. The Spurs were tanking 2 seasons ago. The Thunder were tanking probably 3 or 4 years ago, and now we're
The
here.
tank was activated in Oklahoma City.
And then
Yes,
it
it
was the
was.
3 best teams in the league. So
Yes, it was. That's a fact.
shout out to him, man.
All right. Well, speaking of the Spurs and the Thunder tanking, now they're both excelling. But as of February in 2026, which team is actually better? Which team is higher on our power rankings? Which team is performing at this point the best in the NBA? We'll get down to the bottom of it. At number 2, we have the
Yep.
San Antonio
Oklahoma
Spurs.
City is still at number 1. They still the best team
Yeah,
in the league.
OKC is still the best team in the NBA.
I mean, they're playing very well without their MVP.
Yes, they
Joe.
are. Yes,
Playing
they
very
are.
Playing at 57 win pace, right?
57 win pace, and that's interesting. Mars, never mind.
Wow.
That means they would win 57 games. Well, shit.
No.
I actually know they'd win even more games because J-Dub's
they-
not there right now. Like
Chet
a
didn't
whole
play
lot of their
yesterday.
rosters hurt. So like if they
Chill,
had their
that
whole
this affecting
roster
your
of just
MVP
those
standings.
Has
It
it?
has
Well,
to.
like I said, we
Has
already
to.
went over this. We already went over this yesterday. That like these teams are good teams without their best players.
No. They're 7-4 now, and they lost without Chet and J-Dub in SGA yesterday. That's got to affect the standings, right? Like
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Jaylen
lie.
Brown's
Shame out
playing
to
with
me,
less.
like,
Cade's playing with less. Luka's playing with less.
He cooking right now.
Yeah,
Brunson's playing with less.
I
and
have
Edwards is definitely playing with less.
I gotta reevaluate my.
So you think
My-
SGA is SGA and Jokic are now like what 3 and 4? Would you would say?
I'm not gonna go that far. No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. No,
But they're playing with more than the other players.
Yeah, they are. And again,
You got Jokic at 3 last time, based on the same rhetoric.
Right, exactly. And I'm saying, like I said yesterday, the fact that they winning, right? The fact that these teams are winning, like I got to reevaluate how I'm doing.
Matter of
this.
fact, Mark, what's their net rating when SGA doesn't play this year? Can you look that up, brother? Possible look
In the games?
Yeah, in the games. Like a plus 10.
I will look at
That's
it.
better than JB by himself, Joe. They got like 12 Jaylen Browns on the roster, basically.
I mean, they've won. Detroit has won 8 of their 10 games in February that they've played so far, and the teams that they've beaten. I mean, they beat the Knicks. They beat Toronto. They beat the Knicks twice. They beat Toronto. And I mean, they ended up handling Oklahoma City, who was decimated by injury, right? But with that being said, this kind of stuff bothers me. Like, Chill gets bullied. I'm not. He's asking me a simple question, and we're talking about winning. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about my criteria of the league MVP being about winning. But when I look at the guys that are on, Ron, that are on teams and they are in the league MVP conversation, I can't use winning nearly as much because they're winning without Jaylen Brown. They're winning without SGA. They're winning without Joker, right? They're winning without Wemby. They're winning without these guys. So I got to reevaluate how I'm doing this. That's all this is.
Don't win them without Devin Booker.
Well, they ain't winning, period. Yeah, they ain't. Yeah, they're not winning, period.
What?
Give me a break.
Now we don't win. All right, okay.
Give me a break.
33 and 20.
Fellas, before we get up out of here, I do just want to run down these teams one more time for our audio listeners.
All 30?
Chat right now. Yeah. So at 30, we had the Kings, 29, the Wizards, 28, the Pacers, 27, the Nets, 26, the Pelicans, 25, the Bulls, at 24, the Utah Jazz, 23, the Dallas Mavericks, 22, the Memphis Grizzlies, 21, the Milwaukee Bucks, at 20, the Portland Trailblazers, 19, the Atlanta Hawks, 18, the Golden State Warriors, 17, Charlotte Hornets, 16, Miami Heat, 15, Orlando Magic, 14, Phoenix Suns, 13, the Los Angeles Clippers, 12, the Philadelphia 76ers, and at 11, we had the Los Angeles Lakers. Moving into the top 10, we had at 10, the Toronto Raptors, 9, the Minnesota Timberwolves, 8, the Cleveland Cavaliers, 7, the Houston Rockets, 6, the New York Knicks.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the check throw smoke and the hoes go ham. You ain't never seen hoops out here did raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. This that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.